Hello, and welcome once again to the next episode in The Facts of Life. We're going to talk about some pretty serious matters today, politics and government, because laws and our governance, the way we're governed, affects our freedoms to choose, our God-given natural rights, and our liberties in such profound ways. I want to speak to you seriously now about political and social philosophy and human governance. In the political and philosophical part of this little treatise on life, which really does take up quite a lot of it. In this treatise, I do not differentiate between Marxism, communism, socialism, liberalism, or progressivism. I do not make a differentiation between these isms because I believe the underlying basis of these belief systems are essentially the same. These ideologies have their philosophical underpinnings in the belief that there exists an ongoing struggle for dominance between people and between various differing classes and groups of people. And that the dominant ruling classes always oppress and exploit the lower classes. They believe their social engineering projects and governmental impositions into our lives will eliminate those oppressions and exploitations and bring more fairness and equality and happiness to everyone. All laudable goals, which I also share. Further, their belief system embraces the idea that sympathetic pity is universal to humankind, and because we all have sympathetic pity within us, we are all naturally good, and that all humans innately want to do good and be good. And the only reason people aren't happy and don't do good is because of various oppressions they have been made to suffer by inequality and racism and misogyny and homophobia and etc. And of course, they rail against the oppressions we've been forced to endure at the hands of the greedy, capitalist, ruling classes. That's the truth of it. That's the heart of their belief systems. From liberalism's beliefs about universal human pity and innate human goodness spring liberalism's beliefs about human rights. Liberalism believes that one of the basic human rights that come from humanity's innate sympathy and goodness is the right of everyone to at least have their basic needs provided for them from the wealth and goodness of the nation. So, taking from the wealth of the nation via taxation to guarantee those goods and services for everyone is the right and good way to go. They believe that when everyone's needs are provided for, that everyone will then be happy. Everyone will get along with everyone else because we're all so equal. I hope to persuade you that this way of thinking is misguided in the extreme and leads to both inner disaster for the immortal soul and outer disaster for society. Because of the ruin that comes from embracing the falsehoods contained in Marxist, progressive, collectivist dogma, and my desire to see it forever placed on history's trash heap, I tend to vilify and denigrate Marxist, socialist, liberal, progressive theory unremittingly throughout this talk. Please try not to take offense if my words offend. I am rather zealous in advancing my philosophic ideas because collectivist Marxist ideas just scare the hell out of me. So I apologize in advance, truly do, for any upset you may feel in reading. Finally, I want to note that although I consider most liberal ideology to be misguided, if not overtly pernicious, that does not mean that I think liberals generally are bad people. Most all, I'm sure, are, like all good people everywhere, loving, forgiving, and compassionate in their inner and outer lives. Well, tough stuff again today, but that's it for now. Hopefully I've engaged you a little bit in these ideas, these philosophic belief systems about the way life is, and the best way to go in terms of the way we humans are governed. Anyhow, that's it for today. I'm going to sign off now, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.